What up, nerds? My name is Nikki, and I'm not Batman. Just putting that out there. This week, I'm going to advise you to keep calm and trust your fellowship. I'm gonna need you to sit down for a moment. Sit down, child, because I'm about to blow your mind. It's gonna go just like that, like on the wall, right there. Just down, child, down. I am not the only human being on the planet. And, against my better judgment, I like to think that this wasn't a mistake. From the beginning, noise, okay. No, that's cool, that's cool. You got things to do, I got things to do. I mean, I'm doing my things right now, but you got things to do too, so it's okay, it's all good, it's all good. Forgive you, Jesus forgives you. Everyone's forgiven.
Right, it's not about the other person.
Not about the other person, it's all about me.
It's, yes.
I trust God to shut you
Flesh
up
against
eventually.
spirit.
There you go. There you go. That's keep calm and trust your fellowship. Episode over. Done. Go. I'm going to freaking Sonic. From the beginning, God set up a buddy system for all living beings on the planet. But ugh, why people? People smell and they talk a lot and they eat even more. And why give us the need to be social creatures? It's like God's doing us to get hurt. I mean, it always starts out great, but it always ends the same way.
And I'll attack you with this guy, taking away your last 3 life points.
And I think it all comes down to the fact that no matter how much you dislike the person sitting next to you who, oh my gosh, stop talking, you are just as bad. Maybe worse. Probably worse. But you're never going to fully be able to understand that. Whether you love or hate yourself, humans are wired with very egocentric personalities. Because of this, whatever you see in the mirror is exaggerated, making your reactions to whatever the mirror is showing you equally as exaggerated. Therefore, my friend, you love and hate yourself irrationally so. However, when you look to the person to your right, seriously, do it right now, the person in your lovely face. When you look to the person to your right, you see them exactly as they are. Sure, there might be some rationality based on the type of relationship that you have, but not nearly to the extent that you feel about yourself. Other people provide you with a perspective beyond your own eyes, which is why God has placed people in your life. More to the point, God constructed his faith in such a way that depending on other people is something of a requirement. This group of people is called a fellowship, and these are some of the reasons why it's important to trust them. Fellowship provides accountability. Raise your hand if you're perfect. No? No one? Just me? Okay then, rock and roll. You are a screw-up. No avoiding that. And what's worse is that most of the time you're not even going to be able to tell when you're screwing up. You probably won't even want to. But God gets that, which is why one of the jobs of your fellowship is to let you know when you're being a screw-up. So that you can, freaking stop it. It was this principle that actually brought about a good chunk of the New Testament. Paul's letters to the various churches were him reminding people of what God wanted for them. Especially the Corinthians. Ooh, the Corinthians. I feel like the Corinthians could have had their own reality TV show. I mean, 9021 Corinth. I'd watch it. Fellowship provides encouragement. When I was filming the most recent episode for this series, Carry On, it did not start out as the best day of my life. I was on my way to work in the morning and I discovered that my car had been broken into. Now usually this isn't such a big deal. I drive a Jeep with a soft top and people have looted through it before. Taken some iPod cords and stuff. It's nothing to get worked up over. But this time they took something that was really important to me. A Zelda hoodie that I'd gotten from my friend last year for my birthday. Guys, I liked this hoodie so much. I was heartbroken when I found out that it was stolen. I get in my car and I start driving to work and all I can think about is how mad I am at these guys and how much I want to punch them in the face. And that's not a joke, like I wanted to cause them actual bodily harm. I was not having grace-filled thoughts. But God provides, because before work that day I had to drive my dad to get his oil change for his Corvette. He knew what had happened and he did everything that he could to cheer me up. He let me punch him instead and gave me some really interesting ideas for future videos for this channel. If it weren't for him, I would have spent the rest of my day salty and crabby, and believe me, it would have shown up on Carry On. Fellowship just provides. God teaches us that we are the body of Christ for many reasons. One of them being that since we make up parts of the body, we ought to take care of the body as if it were our own. When one of us does good for God, we all feel it. But when one of us falls away from God, we feel that too. This is why we have to do everything that we can to ensure that they don't fall away from God. This is driving people to youth group. This is opening up your home when someone loses their power and it's 90 degrees outside. This is making meals for families who have recently lost loved ones. This is helping them grieve and heal and prosper in any way that you can. And this is letting them do the same for you. And this is why you keep calm and trust your fellowship. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do so enjoy the time that we spend together. In the comments, on the Facebook, in the email, tell me what you'd like to hear in future videos. Prayer requests too. Give me an excuse to talk to God. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm serious. Do it. Right now. I'm watching you. God is watching. And if you like my face and the sound of my voice, no one blames you. Click the link in the description below to be taken to my second channel, Nick Mac Paddywhack. And lastly, until next we meet, remember that you have a great God, and He is with you every step that you take.